Over the years, Threads has published lots of great advice on how to get great results with piping. Here is a tip for grading a piped seam. First, let's review piping anatomy. There's the piping itself, which is usually filled with a cord, but may also be left unfilled to create a flat edging, and the piping flange, which gets stitched to a garment's edge and becomes part of the interior seam allowances. When you pipe a garment's edge, you build up 6 layers of fabric: the outer garment layer and its seam allowance, the piping's 2 seam allowances, and the facing or lining layer and its seam allowance. All those layers add up to a lot of bulk, even in thin fabrics. Grading the seam allowances reduces bulk, but it can be cumbersome to do once the seam is sewn. Instead, make the piping so that the edges of its flange are automatically graded. When you wrap the fabric bias strip around the piping cord, simply offset the strip's edges by 1/4 inch so that one layer is shorter than the other. Hand baste the strip around the cord to help keep the piping soft and pliable. Machine stitching stiffens the piping. Then, when you pin the piping to the garment edge, offset its flange from the edge by 1/8 inch. This builds in grading as you sew. Before applying the facing or lining, trim its seam allowance to 3/8 inch and offset its raw edge 1/8 inch from the piping flange's edge. There you have it! Grading will help create smooth piping details.